Hello, this is Dallas Anthony, and this is my vlogs on as a father, student, athlete, and just a well-rounded person. All right, this is chapter 2. Okay, now where to begin? This is now in October, getting close to December. All right, this is pretty much the rest of the semester. All right, so now up to now, school school is starting to be more of a work. It's starting to get a little more of a tassel. And due to that, obviously I'm focusing a lot more on it, but it's also taxing on my other relationships. I'll give you one example. My relationship with my girlfriend. During this time from especially especially in the later parts of October, our relationship started getting a little rocky. I'm not doing nothing not necessarily cheating or bad or anything like that. No, not at all. I will say though, I am being less and less like a boyfriend, more and more focused on my other priorities. And my other priorities usually is I'm sleeping while I should be watching our daughter. With the simple excuse of I have football and stuff like that, I have stuff to do and all. I'm not really considering my girlfriend's opinion on certain stuff when it comes to that. And during this time, uh, what was it? October 15th now. October 15th. We go to a big fight. During this fight, things were said to each other, and we both agreed that we didn't want to go do that again. So we decided to go counseling. We decided to go counseling, and so far up to December, the counseling has been pretty good. It has helped us focus a lot more, and it's been helping us because unfortunately my girlfriend also went through a period of time where she almost harmed herself in a harmful way, and we definitely need to go with counseling for that. All right. So now the sports, my athletic part of my life. All right. During this time, football is now starting to ramp up a lot more. They have us more at the field house. They have us more doing tests and stuff like that, making sure our grades are right, doing checking up on us on study hall, telling us we have to check in with our grades. Our tasks are starting to get more and more extremer. Well, not extreme, but just even though we was scheduled not to have a season this year, they're not letting up on us, and it's taxating. Not taxating. It's overwhelming us as the team, and especially on me. My particular coach is texting on us. Uh, Exclusively as a defense, and it's at this point we're frustrated. We are arguing with the coach. We don't really trust him yet, and that is starting to cause division throughout the team. And during this time, it is starting to really go heavy on us. All right. Not only that, I'm also dealing with during this time a little injury, stuff like that. I guess, what was it? My shoulder. My shoulder started hurting. I almost thought I dislocated it again. It started to hurt a lot when I tried to move around. So obviously, not only during this time, I'm frustrated and I am trying to figure this out while being a father and being a student. I'm also got an injury that made me almost consider not playing football anymore. And me being out, even though I can't do much with the team, is starting to get effect on me. Now, fast forward to November, stuff like that. Due to unfortunate situations and stuff, I had to make a big choice in whether or not our daughter should be down here. And a couple times where I had to watch my daughter or go to football. Obviously, I watched my daughter before I went to football. I call my coaches and tell them everything like that, and they understand completely, you know. And but I will get back on that topic and that subject later. But yeah, a couple times throughout from November to almost close to December, I started to um, yeah, I started had to miss practice because simply I had to watch my daughter, which is not a bad thing at all in anybody's case because your kids come first before anything. And I will tell that anybody, I will choose my daughter over football any time of the day, even if it is my livelihood. So yes, that was happening. My grades were starting to show. For the most part, my grades were all good. I did even while practicing football. I still didn't really have too much of a backlash on grades because I was just on top of my work and I constantly went to study hall to do my work. But obviously, with that happening and stuff, and me not be able to take care of my daughter how I should, it started to affect my relationships and it started to drain on me and started to really show that I was tired. I was exhausted. I couldn't concentrate because most of the time I had to stay up longer than what people usually had to do because simply because I had to watch my daughter, which is not a bad thing at all. Just that at times it get tiring, and I had to really learn how to balance that. You know, I had to understand what I could and could not do. And certain things out the week, I had to go to sleep probably early. I had to plan out what me and Eris and her mother would have to do because simply put it, if we didn't plan stuff out, most likely we would be tiring ourselves out by the end of the night, and Eris would be wide awake. And obviously, with that being said, we can't do that. So yeah. Um. Overall, from early early October up to early November, well not early November, late November, getting close to December up to now, it was probably one of the hardest periods of our time living together. As far as with roommates and stuff, our roommates started to be a lot more frustrating, considering that there was trash and other things left around, and not only that, near November, an incident happened where I had to talk to him and what we needed to settle because it was at the point where I it can't get like that again, or I would just be forced to move my family out because that's it. The situation I'm not gonna get into, but it was not necessary. It was dumb, and I had to talk to him, man. I had to talk to him, man, to man, about it. So yeah. What else for chapter two? What else? What else? That's pretty much it for chapter two. The next part will be chapter three, my conclusion. Everything up to the end of the video, on my story, on my blog, on my life as a student athlete, as a father, and as a football player. So yes, I will be bringing everything up to closure in my next chapter.